I'm Crixus, and it's time to talk about recruiting and how picking the right club for you is the way to set up your DSA journey. First, I want to talk about picking the right club and then go into how Rage changed everything when it came to recruiting and how it created a vacuum to hire progressed guilds. When picking the right club for you, it's about your goals in the game. Do you want to be free to play? Do you want to be pay to play? Do you want to be community oriented? Do you want to be family oriented? Those are some of the questions you need to ask yourself. Um, and the thing is, when you pay to play, do you want to be, uh, a little bit of money? Do you want to be a a dolphin? Do you want to be a whale? Do you want to be a kraken? Those are the things that you have to decide for yourself. But you also want to be in a guild that fits it and it gets you the most progression while doing it. And the raids completely changed everything. So with the new Ursula raid, it gives different tiers, and there's leaderboards. Um, Within those leaderboards, those tiers give a certain amount of points. Um, a tier one is an entry level raid spot, and that's going to be for like your if you're getting in the game and you're around tier four. So if you're getting tier four goods, tier one is good for you at your current journey. But as you progress through DSA, you're going to need to increase your tiers, and finding the right guild for you is going to be very important. Now, tier two is going to give you those tier five mats, which are going to help you increase your journey. And then you're going to get that tier three, which is going to give you some more tier five and some a little bit more tier six abilities mats. And then you're going to have that T5 is going to give you the tier seven mats. Now, once you get into heroic and you progress through heroic, that's when you're going to start to see the required tier 8 gear upgrades. And if you're trying to get to tier 8, you're going to need about 200 to 250 plus summoner score in order to be effective in a heroic raid, because you're going to need multiple champions, you're going to need multiple compositions that are more adapt for the raid. Now that we know what the tier systems are and the rewards that are come with it, let's discuss how clubs are affected by these new rewards. Because of these new rewards, people will always go to the next higher thing that they're going to be achieving. For example, if I come in 10th place, I want to become in 9th place, so on and so forth, until, guess what, I'm eventually the first place finisher. Because of this, these rewards, it is basically locked people in with their club and in their progression. So you could have some people that have higher summer scores and want to progress further, but they can't because of the club they're in. So what this has caused is higher summoner score individuals that are in their club to seek other clubs higher in order for them to progress. And what this has done is it's left this vacuum of recruitment, which means it's always individuals from lower tier or lower summoner scored clubs are always going up the ladder. And what this does is it keeps feeding the higher tiered clubs. Club members are starting to see their higher summoner skill or individuals start migrating away from their club, and they almost feel like the club is maybe getting weaker or it's starting to like not look good for them. And this is due to the result of the tiered reward system. It is human nature to always strive for the next step. So if you see your club mates going away to higher level clubs, don't feel discouraged. You need to ask yourself when you start this game or any game that has a community aspect is what type of player do you want to be? And that brings me back to my original point. Do you want family? Do you want a community aspect? Do you want to be a free-to-play player? Do you want to be a pay-to-play player? It's every individual has their own destination in life and in this game. And that's the questions that you have to ask yourself is what do you want to do and what do you want to accomplish? What are your goals? And my best advice to you is do what makes you happy. Every club has its own culture, its own rules, its own guidelines. And it's up to you to decide what you want to do and where you want to take your DSA journey. Don't forget, it's about balance. Don't go far to the left, go far to the right. Stick to your own path. If community is important to you, there's lots of clubs that have community. There's lots of clubs that you don't have to have high summer score or a medium summer score to have a good set of friendships with individuals. I've seen a lot of clubs out there that are phenomenal people, and 99.9% of people in this game are going to be amazing people. Have fun and find your balance, find your DSA path, and I wish you best of luck and thank you. My name is Crixus, and I wish you a wonderful DSA journey.